Um, I am gonna talk a little bit about Hemingway and his minimalistic way of writing. Because Hemingway is very much known for his way of writing something very meaningful without writing it out in the open. And well, that's the minimalistic way of writing. When you leave things out and leave it to the reader to interpret on what's happening in the text. So yes, that's Hemingway's difficult way of writing. And I would just like to quickly say something about the iceberg, which is describing the way of writing very well, I think. That the tip of the iceberg is like the words and the things we read, and the big underneath iceberg in the water is the top subtext and the interpretation that we have to make while reading it. And yes, so there's a much bigger layer, but it's like not shown up in the open. You have to like try and figure out what you think it's about. So yes, and I would like to use an example, of course, and I would like to talk about the short story In Our Time, and that's about a couple, a married couple, a younger man at 25 maybe, and an older woman at 40, approximately 40, and they get married, and all the way through there's a lot of focus on them having a baby, them having a normal life, but it doesn't really say anything about them loving each other or making love to make the baby. So when Hemingway is keeping out the love stuff, it makes us think about if there even is love between them. And when he leaves it out, it makes us wonder why it's not written. Because you have to make love to make a baby. But if you only want a baby because you want a baby to look normal and to seem like you're a normal family and you have children, you have it all, then the love making isn't important if you don't like doing it. So yes, this story shows us that there's a couple who maybe doesn't want to be together but tries to fit in the society by marrying each other and trying to have a baby even though they don't really want to be together. And with all the things that when they go to Europe together and see a lot of stuff, a lot of towns, cities and stuff, but it's the focus is always on the things not being great enough and not living up to their expectations. And it's when we interpret it, it says a lot about the couple, and within the lost words or things that aren't told right up front, we get a very clear picture of the couple and of how they are together. So that's the minimalistic way to show something without telling. Maybe. Yes.